Two new graduates from UC Berkeley are trying to literally grow their new business out of coffee grounds, turning them into a high-demand food for local consumers. But the venture doesn't stop there. It gives back to the community as well. ABC7's Teresa Garcia reports.
What do these mushrooms and this pile of used coffee grounds have in common?
Mushrooms, just biologically, they grow really well in hardwoods. And so coffee acts like a hardwood biologically, and we can grow them pretty well in that.
Fascinating combination. And no, these mushrooms aren't caffeinated produce. They just absorb all the coffee grounds nutrients. So why in the world are two new graduates from UC Berkeley's business school, Nick Hilarora and Alejandro Velez, growing mushrooms for a living?
I was a business poli-sci student, Alex was business education, so neither of us had any background in mycology, but I think we both had the passion for trying to do something, like, one, on our own, and two, that kind of looked after the community and had a social conscience as well.
The pair was inspired after hearing a Cal guest lecturer talk about mushroom growing as an innovative way to fight malnutrition.
I heard of a fact that a lot of women in urban areas in Colombia and East Africa were using the coffee pulp to grow gourmet mushrooms.
Seeded by a $5,000 social innovation grant from Cal, they researched and launched a for-profit social venture called Better Ventures. Better stands for Back to the Roots. Now, the goal is to be a sustainable company focused on social responsibility, and they're accomplishing this by diverting one of America's largest waste streams out of Bay Area landfills.
And we realized America's absolutely addicted to coffee.
So it dawned on them they could help the environment, at least locally, by collecting a ton of coffee waste a week from local shops like Pete's Coffee and Whole Foods Allegro Cafe.
We get them straight from here.
And then at a local warehouse in Emeryville, a small crew of employees packs bags full of grounds, growing hundreds of pounds of gourmet oyster mushrooms a week. After harvesting, they're sold at local farmers markets and grocery stores.
This Whole Foods store in Berkeley is one of 7 in the Bay Area that buys these Better oyster mushrooms. Now, each store orders about 15 pounds a week, and apparently they've been pretty popular because the last delivery already sold out.
But this is about more than growing mushrooms. The post-mushroom coffee grounds are then reused as compost, which is sold to consumers, and some is also donated to local school gardens and nonprofit urban farms. In its first year, Better Ventures is already growing a profit and making a difference in the community. Teresa Garcia, ABC7 News.